There are four ways to read Isti'ādhah, known as أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم Basmalah and Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, with any verse of the Holy Quran. And in this lesson, you are going to learn all the four ways. But the last one is very, very much important. Assalāmu Alaikum Warahmatullāhi, Wabarakātuh. Welcome to another class of Learn Quran from Scratch. Today, the lesson we have been looking at is Faslun fi Ahkamil Isti'ādhah wal Basmalah bi Surah. Meaning that we are looking at the way in which we can read Isti'ādhah, known as أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم Basmalah and Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, the Surah, with any place in the Holy Quran. Surah actually means chapter, but here what we are looking at is any verse of Holy Quran. It can be at the beginning of the verse, it can be the middle of the verse, or it can be the head of the verse. Any verse of the Holy Quran. To start with, we have to know that Isti'ādhah means أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Isti'ādhah means أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. من الشيطان الرجيم. الرجيم. Why this Basmalah is Basmalah is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So Isti'ādhah means A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Basmalah means Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now, like I said before, there are four ways in which you can read these two words with any verse of the Holy Quran. It can be the beginning of the verse, it can be the middle of the verse, and it can be the end of the verse. Now, we are going to take an example for all of us to use, and the example we are going to use is Surah Al-Ikhlas, which I believe everybody knows, right? Surah Al-Ikhlas starts with Qul huwallahu ahad, and that is the example we are going to use. The first way in which you can read Isti'ādhah wa Basmalah or with any verse of the Holy Quran is known as the first way in which you can read Isti'ādhah with Basmalah and any surah, any verse of the Holy Quran is number one, Waslul Jamir. As the name implies, Waslu in Arabic means, when you say something, Wasla means to connect, connection, to add, to join together, to join, to add together. While Jamir means connect, Jamir means all together, all together. So Waslul Jamir means you are going to read all the three together. You will read Isti'ādhah together with Basmalah and the first verse of the Holy Quran you want to use, or any verse of the Holy Quran you want to use. And the example of this is recited as thus: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد. So that is the first way in which you can read Isti'ādhah with Basmalah and any verse of the Holy Quran, whether it is the beginning of the verse, middle of the verse, or the end of the verse. Now the second way is Waslu Isti'ādhah. The second way in which you can read Isti'ādhah, Basmalah, and the beginning of the surah is Waslu Isti'ādhah bil Basmalah. It means that, we've already said the meaning of Waslu is connect. So it means that you are going to connect or join Isti'ādhah with Basmalah, and you will read the last word or the verse separately. And the example of this is this: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد. So that is the example of Waslul Isti'ādhah wal Basmalah. So you are going to join Isti'ādhah together with Basmalah, and you will read the last verse separately. unlike the first that you are going to join everything together. The third way in which you can read Isti'ādhah, Basmalah with any verse of the Holy Quran is Waslul Basmalah bil ayah. Let's use bil ayah. So it means you are going to join Basmalah with the ayah that you want to read, and you read Isti'ādhah separately. And the example of this is this: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد. So you read the Isti'ādhah separately, and you read Basmalah with the verse together. While the fourth one is Qat'ul Jami'. Qat'ul Jami'. Qat'u in Arabic means to cut something, to break, right? Qat'u means to break something, to cut something. So Qat'ul Jami' means you are going to break everything into pieces. You read them separately. You read them one by one. So you read Isti'ādhah separately, you read Basmalah separately, and you read the verse separately. And the example of this is that أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد. So that is the fourth way in which you can read Isti'ādhah wa Basmalah with the ayah you want to read with them. So what we discussed today is the 4 ways in which you can read Isti'ādhah, known as أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, with Basmalah, known as Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and any verse of the Holy Quran. And the first way, we said that there are 4 ways in which they can be read. The first way is known as Waslu Jamir. Waslu means together, to connect together, to join together. Waslu Jamir means you read everything together, you join them together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد. Then the second way is Waslu Isti'ādhah bil Basmalah. You join Isti'ādhah with Basmalah, you read them together, and you read the verse separately. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد. Then the third one is that Waslul Basmalah bil ayah. You read Basmalah with the ayah that you want to read, and you read Isti'ādhah separately. Bismillah. Example of this is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد. While the last way is Qat'ul Jami', meaning that you read the 3 separately. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد. So these are the 4 ways in which you can read this thing. In our next class, by the special grace of God Almighty, we shall be looking into another ways wherein we can read a previous verse. Let's say we just finished reading the Holy Quran, reading a chapter, and the last verse of a chapter, you want to join it with another verse, right? The way we need to read it together with the next verse, there are 4 ways for it to be read, and 1 way is not possible for you to read it. 1 way is not allowed for you, it's not permissible for you to read. And this is what we will be looking at in the next class. We'll look at the 3 ways that are permissible for you to use, and the other way that is not permissible for you to use. I pray may God Almighty Allah continue to bless us with definite knowledge and understanding. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.